got some unfortunate news for you Dallas Cowboys fans out there. Linebacker Sean Lee has retired after 11 seasons, all of which with the Dallas Cowboys. He was a second round pick in 2010. He came out of Penn State. He was a two-time Pro Bowler, and I believe he was a one-time All Pro. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Mario. Um, and I have a quote from Sean Lee himself. He says, and I quote, "It's been a complete honor. I've been blessed to play for the incredible Jones family, with such great coaches and teammates that I love like brothers. I loved every minute playing and tried to pour my heart and soul into winning and helping my teammates at all costs. To say the injuries were frustrating would be an understatement, but the support I received through them all, humbling and all the lessons I learned battling adversity will last a lifetime. There are always regrets, but I'm proud of what I was able to accomplish, and I leave this game grateful." And he says that because he suffered many injuries. He suffered three ACL tears, which is very unfortunate. Because when he was healthy, he was definitely one of the best linebackers in the entire league. And before I pass on to you, Mario, the article was written by Todd Archer, who is an ESPN staff writer. So I'll let you start first.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Sean Lee on a great NFL career. And best of luck to him in retirement. When you look at his stats, Nate, I mean, I'm looking at them right now, and you were right, two-time Pro Bowl or one-time All Pro. When you look at his stats, Nate, I mean, we got. I think personally, Nate, he will be a Hall of Famer eventually. I really do. When you look at how many tackles he had a total of 802 tackles. He had forced fumbles. He had two forced fumbles. He had 14 interceptions. Two of them were pick sixes. Um, he had, I believe, four sacks in his career. So when you really think about it, Nate, I think he will be a Hall of Famer eventually in his career. I just think it's a matter. I just think it's going to take some time. I don't think it's first ballot. But I mean, when you look at what he's done for the Dallas Cowboys, he has led the Cowboys in tackles in 2011, 2015, and 2017. He owns five of the top seven tackling games in team history, and he has a record 22 tackles versus the Giants in 2016. So when you really look at it, Nate, he has five fumble recoveries. He has two forced fumbles. He has 59 tackles for loss, four sacks. When you look, he averaged 8.4 tackles per game, and he is among the top 10 tacklers in team history. So when you look at like how prestigious the Dallas Cowboys franchise is, and you look at where he ranks on that franchise regarding defensive players, Sean Lee is there. He's in the middle of the pack with all the greats. So I think it's going to take him some time because when you look at it, we're never going to look at him as like he was a Calvin Johnson of his position. Most likely the Calvin Johnson of the linebacker position, Nate, that already retired, is probably Luke Kuechly. It's as simple as that. Or we'll look at when he once he retires, Von Miller, or we'll look, what I'm saying? We'll look at these types of guys. He's not that. But when you look at what he's done for the Dallas Cowboys and you look at how prestigious of a franchise the Dallas Cowboys are, I think Sean Lee will definitely become a Hall of Famer eventually in his career. But I don't think it's going to be first ballot because first ballot only goes to the players who basically were an impact of their generation. Calvin Johnson was an impact to our generation, Peyton Manning, impact. Charles Woodson, impact. All these guys. The reason why they were first ballot Hall of Famers is because of what they of what they did for the game. It's just as simple as that. But when you look at Sean Lee, he had such an amazing career, and he was an entertaining player to watch. Nate, when he was healthy, he was an entertaining player to watch. He was the leader of that defense for many, many years. He spent 11 seasons playing in the NFL. Unfortunately, injuries got the best of him, but and that is really unfortunate because when he was healthy, Nate, he was a very, very good linebacker. Of him, he was a very smart defensive player. He was a very hard hitter, leader of his defense. And I mean, when you really look at it, Nate, I think he will end up being an NFL Hall of Famer. I think his bus will be in Canton one day, but I think it's going to take him. I think it's going to take him some years. But regardless, with that being said, his history will always be tied to the Dallas Cowboys. And, I think he has meant a lot to the Dallas Cowboys for the past 11 seasons. And I think with that being said, the only thing we can really say about him is congratulations on a successful NFL career and best of luck in retirement.
Yeah, absolutely. Best of luck to Sean Lee moving forward, whatever the case might be. Whether he becomes a broadcaster for the game or whatever. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Mario. One day he will be in the Hall of Fame. Definitely not first ballot, but he'll definitely be in there. Um, I still have to visit that place, hear everybody's buses. So when I do, hopefully one day I can see his bus there and bust my mom's balls and be like, "Hey, this guy played for your team for 11 seasons. I don't see a ring on that finger. How about the Cowboys?" Ah! I'm just playing, but look, whatever Sean Lee manages to do after football, I wish him the very best of luck with him. I wish him the best of luck with his family and all that. And congratulations on a very successful career.